What impact will Terry Rozier have next season for the Miami Heat after having a full training camp under his belt with the Miami Heat? We'll find out on today's episode. Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast, your one-stop shop for daily Miami Heat content. We're pushing to 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys do enjoy my content, or if you're new here and enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So it's time to pod, y'all. So for today's episode, I want to talk about Terry Rozier and his impact that he can have next season with the Miami Heat. And we're going to really need to rely on Terry Rozier's ability to score the ball to help elevate this Miami Heat team and to help us avoid going into the play-in for the third straight season. So I think Terry Rozier can make a huge impact next season for the Miami Heat, especially after getting a full training camp with the team. And we know Terry Rozier, aka Scary Terry, can be electrifying at times. He can be clutch as well, and he's had some really big shots and big performances in his career. But how exactly can Terry Rozier help elevate this Miami Heat team next season? So, first, let's talk about the full training camp. So, Terry Rozier joined the Miami Heat last season mid-year, and so Rozier didn't have a chance to fully integrate into Eric Spoelstra's system, and he didn't have a complete training camp to help assimilate and get to know his teammates, to get to practice with his teammates, playing the preseason. We didn't know exactly what his role was going to be necessarily. So he wasn't really familiar with the playbook again, the defensive schemes, and he didn't build chemistry yet with his teammates. He did eventually, but at the beginning, when you're traded to a team, a new team midseason, it does take sometimes more time for a player to integrate compared to other players as well. But in general, with most NBA players, it does take some time to build chemistry and to learn, the playbook and the system and get familiar with the coaching philosophy as well. So I think Terry, again, having all this time now within the Heat organization is going to be able to work with Spoelstra, who's going to then maximize his playing potential. He's going to maximize Terry Rozier's skill set. He's going to integrate Terry Rozier, create plays specifically for Terry Rozier with the starting lineup, as well as when he staggers him and Tyler Hero, which I think is inevitable. He's going to try to see how he can create plays for Terry, not only offensively to score, but to play make and facilitate for his teammates. And with Terry Rozier, the best attribute that he has is his ability to create his own shot, stretch the floor, and he's also a three-level scorer. So he's our best rim attacker. He's probably the guy who can get to the rim with the most ease. He needs to improve finishing at the rim. He shot, I don't know the exact percentage, but it wasn't a great percentage finishing at the rim, but that's something he can improve on. He's a good mid-range shooter, and then again, he's a streaky three-point shooter, but he's not a bad three-point shooter. He's not an amazing three-point shooter. He's an average three-point shooter, which is good. He can make really tough shots, which is good. So we know Rozier's offense and his ability to score is undeniable. Last season, before he got traded to the Heat with the Hornets, he did average 23 points per game, again, showcasing his ability as a three-level scorer. And with the Miami Heat, he played 31 games, and he averaged 16.4 points, 4.2 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1 steal. He shot 42% from the field. So again, he needs to improve in that area, bring that up to like 45, 46%, which would be incredible. And he shot 37% from three with the Miami Heat, which is good. That's good. If you can get that up to 38, 39, 40%, that'd be incredible. And free throws, he got to the free throw line only 2 times per game, but he shot 91.3% from the free throw line. So that was just him coming in, again, playing 31 games with the Miami Heat before he did get injured and missed some regular season games and ultimately missed the playoffs last season, which was super unfortunate because he was our free agent signing. We traded Kyle Lowry for him along with a first round pick, which some Heat fans are upset about. But he was our acquisition last year, and Heat fans are upset this year as we've had a quiet offseason, as we've only added Alec Burks and drafted Khalil Ware and Pele Larson, and added a few undrafted players like Kashad Johnson and Isaiah Stevens and Andy Ellsberg and Pat Riley and others are basically saying, hey, we already made our free agency move. That was trading for Terry Rozier last trade deadline. And so he's our guy. Like, he was the guy that was supposed to help us elevate us in the regular season, especially offensively, when we knew that Jimmy Butler has been taking a back seat and isn't the most elite offensive player in the NBA until we get to the playoffs, obviously. And that's when, playoff Jimmy becomes activated. But either way, Terry Rozier playing alongside Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, that's a good trio right there, essentially. Terry has the ability to distribute and play make and set up Bam and Jimmy. He's very unselfish, but he's also, again, capable of getting a tough bucket, creating his own shot. So the only thing he needs to work on also outside of, finishing at the rim and shooting percentages is his defense, but his effort is there. So he does have tenacity when it does come to the defensive end. He is a scrappy defender, but he is undersized. That's the issue there. But playing with the Miami Heat, who is a defensive-minded team, playing around players like Jimmy, Haywood, Bam Adebayo, that's hopefully going to increase his ability and his desire and effort to play better on that end of the floor. But again, he's not a horrible defender. He's just undersized. So I think Terry Rozier should have a good season next year with the Miami Heat. I think he could be a good fit for this Miami Heat offense. I don't know about the fit with him and Tyler as the starting duo in our backcourt because they have a similar skill set and they're both not true point guards. They're more combo guards. So I think we have to stagger them because both, are on-ball players. Like, if Tyler Hero can become a better off-ball player and become more of a catch and shoot player, that would help for sure. Because Tyler shot really well. I forgot the percentages. It was in the 40s, where he shot better on catch and shoot 3-point opportunities. So I think they can coexist, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see how that works. Eric Spoelstra, again, the best coach in the NBA, can make it work. But if they stagger them, I think that could be better. If they bench Terry, which I don't think is going to happen, but if you bench one or the other, I mean, Heat Nation, unless you're a Tyler stan and, are obsessed with Tyler and think he can't do anything wrong, would get upset to say that we should put him as our sixth man. But a lot of rational Heat fans know and understand that Tyler Hero, his best fit with this Miami Heat team is coming off the bench. He doesn't fit that well with Jimmy Butler, or Jimmy Butler doesn't fit with Tyler. So it'll be interesting to see how Terry and Tyler do next season. But I think Terry Rozier is going to have a good season next year. He's going to have, again, the full training camp this whole summer to assimilate with his teammates, learn the playbook. We can drop, extra plays for Terry Rozier specifically. So I'm excited to see what Terry Rozier can do next year in a Miami Heat uniform. So let me know what you guys think about Terry Rozier. Do you think he's going to have a better year next season with the Miami Heat? Do you think him and Tyler Hero can coexist as backcourt mates? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.